Lean back. Jiggy Ponder Boy like a novice. Oh boy, I love that song. Hi KLAT, my name is Josh White, aka Blankface. This is my Get to Know Me with KLAT. So my first ever headline show was actually this year around March. And it felt like it was a combination of all the skills I learned in the last few years as a creative producer and event organizer. And it was amazing, man. Like I had my boys from all over UK. DJ Denny Huss from Bristol, DJ Sushi Sound from Newcastle, DJ Shakes, Brian the Man. They were helping me to MC. I had my boy Max, one of my producers. He came down from Brighton. And even like Lassie and Wafa from Birmingham, we had a song together. And it felt like I just brought the whole family together. And the title of that show was called Blankface Manifesting Greatness, because I've always felt that these people, like my people, is my manifestation of greatness. I had this show with One Take Live sessions. We were recording like a one take. And that was the first time I'd done anything with a band. So two of my friends, they're producers and we're just close. We make music together and we jam. So I just messaged them, I'm like, guys, I need to put a band together real quick. I can't find a drummer, but I got a guitarist and a bassist. And we go for this show, we're performing, and we have a little bit of an intermission. Now, during the interview that I was having with one of the hosts, they asked me if I like cheese. And I said, I don't really like cheese, but I would eat it anyway. And then they made a joke about it, saying that like, well, since you don't really like cheese and everybody likes cheese, you might as well say like, we're the Chessy Strings. Because everybody else likes cheese and they're playing instrument, they're playing the guitar and the bass. So the Chessy Strings, and I'm just singing because I'm not playing any instruments. But yeah, that's how the name Chessy Strings came about. And that was definitely Di Griffiths. Yes, Di Griffiths came up with that name. I think it's a brilliant name. Yes, Teiwa. Teiwa from Abuja, Nigeria. He is one of my earliest influences from his EP called Passport. I found that his sonic production and vocals was something that really influenced my singing style acoustically. Because the way I sing with acoustic instrumentation is very different. It's very sonic and lo-fi. So that would be one of my biggest influences. Then there's also Kanye West for my rap, Drake as well. Big Sean, oh my days. Big Sean I have a huge obsession with. I don't know about anybody else, but Big Sean, I try and live out his lyrics. Yeah. So those four are some of my biggest influences. Ooh. So I'll give you a pitch. Blankface. The idea behind Blankface is to paint a blank canvas with different colors, i.e. sounds, to create a beautiful picture. That for me is what creating music is about. It's about combining all types of sounds from any genre, in any kind of structure, to create something that is sonically beautiful. And that's what creating music is to me. But then different types of rice, jollof, fried rice, coconut rice, white rice, but rice. Oh, wow, poverty. Poverty. Say that again and again. I think like the biggest jump I ever made was switching from computer science into the arts. So I studied in Cardiff University. I got a BSc computer science degree, worked as an automation developer. So for some of you that don't know, that means I was working with virtual robots. Big money job, yeah. And then I had this point in time where I got fired twice in 3 months. I still joke about this. I've never been fired that quickly in my life, but got fired twice in 3 months. I took it as a sign to go into the arts because music was the only thing that was paying me at the time. Everybody else was not trying to pay me. And that led to a series of severe poverty for months before I go into a more stable space as a freelancer. And that's been one of the hardest things for me as an artist. And I feel like it's taking, 2.5 to 3 years to even get to a semi-stable space, and that's still a problem because guess what? Arts industry is the least paid industry in the entire UK work economy. It is what it is. Lean back. Jiggy Ponder Boy like a novice. Oh boy, I love that song. And the reason, do you want me to tell you about the story, yeah? Yeah. So, yeah, I'm in Niger. I haven't been to Niger in like 2 years because of COVID. And me and my boy, YP Chessy. So, YP Chessy does music with Scales. He's one of Scales' producers, does some work with Mavens as well. And like, I've been excited to make music with him because he's developed in such an amazing way. I've developed in an amazing way. So I get to Lagos, book a 2-bed apartment, those short-let apartments, and like we set up studio there. And we had girls every day at the yard. We had drink, the shayo, we had the herbs, and we're just making music. So that day I was writing Lean Back, yeah. I had woken up one morning and Chessy was just on some mad high. He was just happy. And he just started making some next thing, getting on with it. So I'm there groggy, yeah. Like last night was a bit of a chaotic night. I had some people over. And then I'm hearing this thing and I'm like, guy, what's this? He now say, oh, lean back, oh. And that's me singing in lean back. And like, that's what we're going to call it, lean back. And he starts making it. And I was making this music so much the entire day. We spent like the entire day working on this thing from scratch. And even when my babe at the time came in, I literally just left her in the room because I was just working on this. I know that thing of like, she was like, baby, you're ignoring me. And I said, don't worry, bro, we're working on a banger. You like it in the morning. And then obviously we make the song, we have the drinks, the girl's there. She now hears it and comes out, like, baby, I like it. And that was like the whole idea behind Lean Back, because the lyrics was literally what I was experiencing in Lagos. That last giddy cruise, fun time with the friends, chilling with the guys, the girls, and just everything that encompasses that Lagos vibe that I'd missed for so long. And that's why it's my favorite song. I would say Wales, but not in Cardiff. I'd like to go into the forest, like let's say Brecon, Brecon Beacons, around some next scenery. I find that like I'm very creative in scenery spaces, but that's if I could choose. But then again, I absolutely love Lagos. I absolutely am obsessed with Lagos. I know that maybe it might not be a forever thing because of how hard life can be there, but oh boy, if the government could just fix themselves, I will camp there. I will japa UK. 100%. Ever since I came into UK, I've never stopped wearing my traditional clothes. Even though to some people they find it a bit strange because I didn't like totally assimilate. But I find that like because of my love of Nigerian culture and African culture, my style changes a lot in those areas. My merchandise, which is provided by TJL Signature, is all traditional wear. A lot of what I wear, I might wear the dashikis, I might wear the top and bottoms, I think it's very nice because that style for me is what I call style. I think it looks banging. And yeah, that's how it's influenced me even in Wales. Eccentric, creative, confident. So my company is called NxtNow Music. We are the world's largest resource for artists and producers. We have a huge database called the Music Accelerator that allows artists to access links for distribution, sync licensing, social media management, and a bunch of other tools like getting on a blog, being the song of the week, sync demo submissions, interviews, podcasts, and many, many more. We're like this huge online marketplace, and we collaborate with loads of brands like CD Baby, Ditto, Solo.to, Loudly, and many, many more. And I really just want to bring NxtNow into the Welsh music scene. The company is based in America. Me, along with two other co-founders, founded this company about 3 years ago. And I think like Welsh artists need to be represented to the greater audience.